Welcome back to the Morning Blend. Kids use electronics like iPads a lot younger than ever before. Just check in with my 9-year-old. Do you monitor screen time? Get this. Studies show kids ages 8 to 18 spend 7 hours a day surfing entertainment media. Whoa. So how can we put a lock on tech time? Donna Bazzo is a family fun expert, but managing all this tech is not easy. She's going to help us, though, with a few tips. Great topic for you today. I love this.
I know, this is an important topic. I mean, can you believe that 7.5 hours?
It's to say it's shocking is an understatement.
Right, and that might not even clock all the content that they're seeing, because I don't know if you see this, but kids will be doing their homework while they're surfing on their phone.
Right, and
they're multitasking. So a lot of times they're getting double time. Yeah,
there's information that they send like more than 1,000 something texts a month. I mean, it's alarming. All right, so how much is too much? That's a difficult question probably to ask too, but it's probably fair to say 7 hours is too much, right?
Well, I think if it's interfering, you just have to gauge, what your tolerance is as a family, what your children's schedule is. I mean, we're all dealing with this. This is a new topic. I mean, our parents weren't figuring this out. So this is something that we just have to be detectives on, and just kind of be mindful of. And then if you think it's too much, try to set some limits, because it's really up to us to teach the kids how to limit themselves.
I like that. The first thing you say is establish no-tech zones. So I'm guessing one place that's a no-tech zone is the dinner table.
Sure, well, the dinner table for sure. But even like in your home, like I know families that there's no tech on the second floor, no phones, no iPads, no computers, or maybe you set up your family room as a no-tech zone. I mean, this is the room we're together as a family, whether we're relaxing and catching a movie or we're playing ping pong or playing Monopoly. No phones here. Maybe try to set up some places where the phones don't need to be.
You say set up times too that are just unplugged times.
Sure, unplugged time.
And for parents too.
For parents too, maybe 5 to 7. We don't go on our phones. We don't check the iPad. We don't check email between 5 and 7. We eat dinner. We clean up together while we're rehashing our day, and then maybe we relax or we do homework. That's what we do. We're 7 to 9 or whatever works for your family, or maybe Saturdays. We're together today.
Yeah, I like the idea of putting tech to bed at night. That there's a certain time where then it's like no tech anymore.
Sure. So we just redid our kitchen, so I had a cabinet made with all plugs so that we can just all plug our phone in at a certain time, and then it's to bed.
And do you use alarm clocks then rather than your phone to wake you up?
We do. But, then, otherwise the kids have to set their own limits. So if they're in bed with their phone and they want to answer one more group chat text, you know what I mean? You're the one setting the limit.
I like that. You say let kids bank extra time with good behavior for long tech projects or days. What do you mean by that?
Well, I just, if something's coming up that they need a lot of extra tech time, I think anytime you set limits.
Students, for example, need a lot of time on the computer if they're writing a paper or something like that.
Or, just what you're doing is probably, you're saying, let's get the important stuff out of the way. So if you do a good job on your homework this week, if you keep your room clean, if you're getting all the other boxes checked, then some extra time on the phone or the group chat or whatever's important. So, you're giving some flexibility to the limit, so it's not all rigid. I think that's a better approach.
What about alternatives to technology?
I love this. So my girls will say this too. Sometimes they're like, well, Mom, we're on our phones because there's nothing to do. So go ahead.
I hate that. We're on board, so I'm going to play video games.
So go ahead and be proactive on that, and maybe set up a who the heck needs tech zone in your house, where it's all fun stuff, where you have the Scrabble board out or the chess board out or a movie sort of on the ready, or whatever it is you do as a family. Just sort of be proactive, so you always have things sort of set up to do when they're bored and they're not looking for something on the phone.
And when it's nice outside, say go outside.
Go outside. Go outside.
This one is hard, I think, because I've tried to do some self-examination as it relates to being a good role model.
This is really important.
Because I'll tell my kids, you can't answer your phone or text during dinner. And I'll do it.
Right, exactly. I think you just need to start monitoring your own use and what they're seeing, and that's going to make a big difference if you make a change in yourself.
The thing that hurts me the most as it relates to this, like being a good role model or having non-tech times, is sometimes my girls especially will say, well, if I don't answer this friend, she'll be mad at me.
Right. Well, it's about setting limits. Like not only setting limits on tech use, but setting limits as people. And we're the same way. You don't have to answer every email, every text. text as soon as we're
I think it's good to train people that you're not available at
Exactly.
nights and weekends or whatever it is for you.
We eat dinner at 6,
Right, exactly. I like that. You say propose a digital detox for the whole family.
Why not? If you think it's a problem in your own home, and again, you're the best judge, but if you find yourself on the phone too much, your kids are on the phone too much, why don't you just say, hey, this Saturday we're going to try something new. All phones away. All phones away. All iPads away. All emails. Let your friends know you're going to be a little bit MIA.
What is this that you brought? I'm curious.
So this is called Kitchen Safe. So this is one tool you could use. This is really cool. So what you can do is put all the phones in what's called a kitchen safe, and you can set it for as long as you want. I set it for about an hour right before the show started. And this will lock.
So you put the phone in there?
You put the phones
all
in.
All the phones in there.
Everyone's
I love
phones
that.
in.
Okay.
You shut it, you lock it, and then it won't unlock until your time has up, whatever time you designate. And there's no one more last text, Mom, or even yourself. I need a text, work or whatever. No, everyone's phone
and
is in there.
everybody's phone is ringing. You're like, I gotta answer
And no one can get into this. It's called Kitchen Safe. You can find it at kitchensafe.com. It's one tool to use. I mean, or you can use a good old-fashioned timer. I mean, maybe you don't have to go out and buy this, but this is kind of cool. It's just, it makes a statement too.
That's awesome. Kitchensafe.com.
Kitchensafe.com.
That is really cool. Great to see you as always.
Great to
Fantastic tips. I absolutely love it. Here's where you can go to find out more about Donna and all of her great stuff. She's a family fun expert, and here's her website, theladywiththealligatorpurse.com. I always mean to look at your purse before you come each day and make sure it is an alligator purse. Thanks, Donna. Great to see you.
Thank you.